Hello everyone, it's Raven and Goodbye back at you with another video. And today we're going to be looking at my top 10 Transformer figures of the year. And this list was a little bit difficult for me to make, just for the simple fact that there was really a major variety of figures that it was kind of hard to narrow down which figures should end up on my list. So, with that being said, there's only really two rules to the list. One, I would have to acquire the figure in 2024. And what I mean by that is if the figure, let's say, released in 1994, but I didn't get it until, 2024, well, then that figure is going to make the list of figures that I got in that year. It's not my fault. I didn't get it in 1994, sort of. So, and also the second rule is the cutoff line is roughly middle December, just because, there's always that honeymoon phase of is this figure good? Is this figure bad? And you know how that is. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, for number 10, I always do have a little bit of issues with this because there's a lot of good figures that came out this year, especially. For example, Legacy Rescue Bots Chase was a really solid figure, and there was a lot of contenders for that slot. But I felt like Legacy Cyberverse Windblade just beat him out just because, for one, she can actually stand, unlike her Generations toy version. Two, she actually transforms into a nice sleek alt mode without being a little bit thicker than she needs to be, unlike the Titan's Return. So, and three, this one can be a little controversial depending on your take, but she has a lot more posability than, say, the Cyberverse toy line. So, but yeah, and I love with the sword, they actually made it a blast effect in a sense for her alt mode, and just made it look like it's a bloosh without looking like a bloosh. And I thought that was pretty nice. Yeah, you got the hollow wings, and that doesn't bother me, especially since Non-AF did do an upgrade kit, which I will be getting in New Year. So, but yeah, Legacy Cyberverse Windblade is my number 10 pick of the year. For number 9, we're going to be taking a little bit of blast from the past, not too far from in the past, but we're going to go back to RID 01. And this year, I did pick up the Autobot Brothers, and out of those ones, the RID 01 Prowl definitely stood out to me. His transformation is clever enough to where I did need to use instructions, to be honest, to figure out the arms, because they are just, enough joints in there that's like, okay, I want to make sure I get it right so I don't break the figure and all that. And especially for this shield piece, it is pretty tight trying to get it into that configuration. So, but the chest assembly was pretty unique. I've not really seen too many slide out chests and all that. And the whole feet transformation too was very, very clever. I do really enjoy this, especially the colors that I chose for it. So, but yeah, number 9 is RID 01 Prowl. Now, for number 8 on the list, we're going to be taking a look at the Movieverse line, and this one might come as a little bit of a shock. So for number 8, I decided to choose 07 Salvage, because this figure just proves that you really don't need all the fancy transformation gimmicks in order to get a pretty good looking robot. Yeah, is he perfect? No. But he looks really great. Like I said, the transformation is very fluid, it's fun, and at the both results you get a very nice looking SSR pickup truck, and you also get a pretty decent looking robot mode. Yeah, the weapon is comically oversized, but that is totally fine, especially since it can actually open and close. I do love the Allspark blue that they dotted throughout. It's not overpowering, but it allows some more detail to be seen. So for number 8 will be the 2007 Salvage. For number 7, I thought we could go take a look at the world of a third party and introduce Craftman Toys Nose Cone. Now, this figure was a kind of a rare one for me, in the sense of like I knew it was going to be good, but once I got it in hand, it just was better than I even expected, which is a little bit rare for me. So, and all the detail, paint, and sculpt is on point. It looks fantastic. Transformation is, smooth and just complicated enough to make it interesting without it being Magic Square Hook. Yeah, that was. If I ever get around to reviewing those, you will see. But in the meantime, definitely watch some others like Kato Toys. But anyways, so yeah, and the combined mode is looking to be pretty solid. I am looking very much so forward to the rest of the team. So for number 7 is Craftman Toys Nose Cone. Now my choice for number 6 is going to be a little controversial, just because of all the controversy around this figure. And for number 6, I decided to choose Legacy Cybertron Vector Prime. Now, yes, I do understand this may not have been a good choice for the character. I wish they did remold the legs a little bit more, especially get rid of those weird hinge joints, which, okay. But as I stated in my video, we don't know what he really did look like in his younger years. So, in my opinion, this is younger Cybertron Vector Prime. And the one that we see in the show is the older version. So, but definitely a great use of the G-axis mold. Yeah, mine's a little bit loose in pretty much all the joints. I could probably tighten those up if I so cared to. I love the fact that they included the cyber key. So yeah, definitely a pretty decent, figure of the mold. So for number 6 is the Legacy United Cybertron Vector Prime. All right, folks, we are in the top 5 now. 5. So to introduce this figure is we started off really kind of a mixed bag in the sense of these two packs. And if you catch what I'm going down, number 5 is the Reactivate Optimus Prime Forge Not Included by Lockbot. So yeah, this figure is really fun. I do love the transformation for the legs, very different to that of your normal Optimus Prime. Really, the only complaints I really have is the gun handle is incredibly short, so it's kind of easy to knock it out a little bit more so than say the 86 Optimus. But transformation is fun. Unfortunately, the side canister bits folded up on the back right now can get in the way if you're not careful. So, but yeah, overall a very solid number 5. Now for number 4 on my list, I did have issues placing this figure because once I got him in hand, I'm like, he needs to be on the list. And oh, what the heck, I'll just show you who it is. The Legacy United G1 Gears. A fantastic figure. Transformation, again, like with most of everything on this list, is, very fluent, solid, and definitely a lot of fun to flip just back and forth, in my opinion. The robo mode that you end up with is great. I do love the detail that they didn't really have to include, but they did. They even did the M on the back of his head to represent Microman or Microman or Micro Machine. I get them mixed up sometimes, and right now that's one of those times. But yeah, very clever of a transformation, and you get an accurate both modes. So number 4 is Legacy United Gears. All right, folks, we're in the top 3 now, so just bear with me. So for number 3, this figure definitely took me by surprise. I was not expecting it to be as good or as fun as he is. Does he have issues? Yes, just like about 99.99% of all Transformers will have their own issues. So for number 3, I chose the SSGE Ratchet. Now, definitely a very solid figure. Gamer Edition is finally getting their footing, in my opinion, after fumbling after Barricade and Bumblebee. Let's be honest there. So the only nitpick I have is it's sometimes a little bit difficult to get the whole feet section lined up, but it's not to a frustrating degree. Definitely worth a pickup, in my opinion. I'm definitely looking forward to the Ironhide. Not sure if I will include them in 2025's list. We shall see. Just because I don't like including remolds or re-releases into the thing unless it just, that good. So, but I do love the gun actually forming over the wheel. Definitely a fantastic little thing that they did not have to do. And I love the hand storage. Like you can see his hand right up in there for the storage. Fantastic idea of space. So for number 3, Studio Series Gamer Edition Ratchet. So for number 2, I chose a figure that really doesn't like sneaking around. And if you know my video titles, good on you. So you know exactly who number 2 is. Studio Series Gamer Edition Sideswipe. This figure was definitely a step in the right direction. Fantastic, yeah, no ankle tilts, nothing that they really could have done. So, yeah, and a bit of a backpack, but again, this is a fantastic figure. Really no complaints. Just overall great. They actually started including, hand storage for, when he has the weapon. The weapon is size appropriate, unlike, certain other ones. Starscream, sorry. So yeah, definitely a fantastic figure. Paint, detail is all on point. Very happy to add this to my collection. So for number 2, Studio Series Gamer Edition Sideswipe. All right, we are down to number 1. And if you made it this far, definitely leave a like on the video. Consider subscribing. Comment down below, your top 10 or top 5 Transformers of the year, or, whatever you collect. Could be a mixture of Transformers, it could not even include Transformers. Whatever it is. So for number 1, it really should come to no surprise that 86 Optimus Prime is on that list. He is definitely a very fun figure. Transformation is not what I was expecting at all. The Star Saber is not included. I am so very thankful that the trailer is not just another box with a bunch of useless junk. I do love the blast effects for his alt mode to make it look like he's rising up to transform like in the movie. That was such a clever blast effects. Definitely in my opinion. All the accessories are appropriate. He looks amazing. The only real gripe I would have, and I understand why they didn't do it because it wouldn't be movie accurate, is in alt mode. I wish he had the gray stripe like right here. It would have broken up that kind of sea of red. So now there is fixed versions going around where the heels are actually applied correctly. I did do the modifications on mine, so it's a simple modification. Just pop out the pin, pop it back in, flip around the heels, all that stuff. So, but yeah, number 1 is a Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Alright folks, that is the end of my list. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, like I said previously, please subscribe, like the video, and comment down below, what you thought of the video, your top, list of figures or, the sort, and all that fun stuff. And I hope you all really do enjoy this video. If this video does well, I'll consider doing it next year. Let me know if you want to see, like my figures that almost made the list. That one might be a little bit more challenging to do. Because Age of the Primes is shaping up to be a very interesting toy line. That's for certain. Studio Series as well. So, but That's it for the video. So all the fun stuff, you know what to do. And stay tuned for more video reviews.